Hey guys, Coach Little here with Coach Joe. We're going to talk about the hip hinge, how to perform it, why it is important that we do it correctly, and then a drill that we like to use to make sure that we are performing that correctly. So, hip hinge, why is it important? If we think about the primary movements of the human body, we have pushing and pulling mainly, and then we have lower body pushing and lower body pulling. So that is squatting and hinging. So hinging being one of those four primary movements, we just have to be able to do it, and we have to be able to do it correctly. So what is a hip hinge? A hip hinge is simply bending at the waist or reaching our hips back. And I'm just going to have Coach Joe here just do a couple reps. And this is kind of how we want everybody to pick anything up off the ground, okay? Whether it's a deadlift, an RDL, a kettlebell swing, or you're picking up your child off the ground or a heavy bag of dog food, whatever it may be, we want to make sure that we're using that hinge pattern because it's going to help keep us injury free and, lifting everything that we lift correctly.
Forward. There you go.
Okay, so how is a hip hinge done? So we ask our clients, athletes, to stand nice and tall, feet forward, right under those hips. We're going to keep our chest up, and we are simply going to reach those hips straight back. We're looking for tension in the hamstrings mostly, okay? We're going to feel tightness in our hamstrings, tightness in our glutes. Common things that we see, knees are going to be pushed forward. Okay, what just happened? Hips sunk down, a lot of that tension, a lot of that focus went to the quads, and now we're squatting. Okay, that's not good. We want to make sure that we are hinging, loading up those hamstrings, and really using our posterior muscles to do the movement. Another common flaw that we see is going to be loss of that neutral spine. So when we don't know how to really find those hamstrings, use those hamstrings, we end up rounding at the spine. This puts our back in a pretty risky position if we're going to be picking something up heavy off the ground. So having these two common flaws, we have a drill that we like to use here at CrossFit Mass that helps us know if we're doing it correctly or not. Excellent form. So we are going to have a dowel. The three main points of contact for the dowel are going to be the back of your head, the mid-back or thoracic spine, and our tailbone. Can you turn a little bit?
This way?
Yep.
Sure.
Okay, so now that we can see those 3 points of contact, Coach Joe is going to perform a proper hinge, okay? Knees bend slightly, but just enough to allow those hips to go back. Tension is in the hamstrings, and you'll notice that all 3 main points of contact are still being made. Okay, once you stand back up and then show us one where you are not letting your knees bend, and that's going to cause that dowel to, so hyperextend the knees on the way down. Okay, you'll notice that just slightly, if we're hyperextending, okay, we can only reach the hips so far back if we're not letting our knees bend to allow them to go further back, so that dowel is going to pop off that tailbone. Now what happens if we round the back and flex at the spine when we're doing the hinge? Even more of that. And can you feel that when you bend over? You can feel that you're losing points of contact. Right now we only have 1 point of contact. We want to keep all 3. Okay, so I want you to do a few more proper hinges. Reaching those hips back, tension in the hamstrings, all 3 points of contact are being made. So I want you guys to give it a try and let us know how it goes.
Hey guys, thanks again for listening. If you like what you heard, be sure to subscribe, drop us a like, and head over to iTunes and give us 5 stars. Got questions? Email joe@crossfitmass.com. We're always happy to help.